it's Kai Pancho with the weekly Pele report. This one is for Wednesday, April 7th of 2021. And as many of you may relate to, I feel like I am just in the middle of the stream. Let's walk up the river here and see what it holds for us. It's kind of like moving into the future. The future, of course, is like the moon, which is now in Aquarius, and later on today is going to move into Pisces. After that, she's going to cruise into Aries and conjoin, together with Chiron. And by Monday, she's going to conjunct with Venus and come into a square with Pluto. Because what? Because Venus is squaring Pluto. Probably all week. It's exact on Sunday, but we have to give it a few degrees. So that is a powerful something to talk about here that I will. And of course, the other square that's happening is Mars is in square to Neptune. And Mars moves even slower than Venus, so we can definitely give that a full week. It's exact on Friday. So these are the two squares that are happening. Venus square Pluto, Mars squaring Neptune. And, other than that, we have a lot of sextiles happening. Mercury sextile Saturn, Venus sextile Jupiter, the Sun sextile Mars. These are opportunity aspects happening. Mars moving through Gemini, is air, and we've got, like I said from last week, all that Aries energy happening. Lilith does go into Taurus. She is really ripping along. So she's just about done with her meeting with Aries and is going to be moving on into Taurus. But let me just discuss with you today a little bit about what this all means by finding a nice place here on the stream and looking at the camera. Hello, everybody. First of all, I'd just like to say that I have been moving around a lot from place to place to place to place, and letting you guess where that is. And I don't want to really, I like this to be an astrological report rather than my personal journey. So I'm going to do a separate video at some point when I have some time of all the places I've been going to and all the things that I've been seeing with the scenery and some pictures, photos, videos of nature and animals and everything like that. And that, that's coming, so you can stay tuned for that, baby. For now, it doesn't matter where I am, because this is an astrological report where we are looking at the cosmic energies that are really surrounding, imbuing, fructifying, planetary evolution here on Earth. And so the Pele report and astrology is true for everyone, everywhere, in the city, in the country, in a revolution, in a peaceful ranch, wherever you are. You've got the new moon in Aries happening, this week. And, that new moon in Aries is at 22 degrees, 25 minutes. So we've got the, sun and the moon both there. Aries, within a couple of degrees. And then we've got Chiron and Mercury hitting Chiron, on Friday in the early degrees of Aries. And there's just a lot of this Aries energy going on. And I want to look at this maybe a little differently. It's almost like there's two kinds of Aries. You could probably go around the zodiac and say, well, there's two kinds of Geminis and two kinds of Pisces and two kinds of whatever. But with Aries, I just want to say there's the lamb and the ram. We have to remember that, Aries emerges out of Pisces out of infinite potential, out of multidimensional oneness, comes this innocent, naive lamb. I'm going to read about this lamb, okay, in, I have a Sabian symbol here today with a furry little, not furry, but a woolly little lamb. And Mary had a little lamb. And there is this kind of innocence and this purity, particularly with a white lamb. And that is this natural, spontaneous bah. Try that once, it feels good. Bah, just kind of what is? I am, it is, we all are, and let's just, go for it, express it, be that. There's not a lot of strategy and judgment and beliefs and all this kind of stuff going on. It's just it's like what you see is what you get. This is what I am. This is what I want to bring to the world. It's beautiful. It's when that gets suppressed, denied, judged, limited, then it gets angry, and it gets distorted, and it gets frustrated, and then it turns into a ram. Boom, right? So, I think a lot of times, the Martian warrior, killer, whatever, energy of Aries is, well, it's more noticeable. It's more seen. Obviously, a little lamb, okay, may escape our notice more than, somebody with a machine gun or a hand grenade blowing up a restaurant. It's like, it's not as dramatic, possibly. This beautiful, innocent, naive that is full of wonder, full of awe, full of potential, full of love and joy and lightness. And it's a beautiful beginning. This is a beginning. Aries is the beginning. Let me go ahead and read this. Well, I'll tell you what this comes out of. This comes out of Mars square Neptune. Okay, it's a 90-degree square. It's Mars breaking free from Neptune, breaking away from Neptune, breaking out of Neptune. And we have to go back to last June. It was last June that Mars came through Pisces and joined with Neptune. Yes? And that is at the 21st degree of Pisces. And I just kind of looked around there like, what's going on there? It's very interesting. Neptune came into, 20 degrees, and then it stationed and went retrograde. Okay, at 20 degrees, 57 minutes. It said, I can't leave this degree. And it went back, and it stayed in that degree. And then it, came back. So this is April 23rd of 2020. Neptune went into the 21st degree of Pisces. And it basically stayed there for 4 months until August 25th. Station direct. 4 months. April to August, all last summer in the northern hemisphere. Yeah? And then it went retrograde. Then it came back again. Okay? And it stayed there for a month from February 22nd of this year, right? Till March 20th. Okay. And, it's coming back again to that same degree in October 14th, and it's going to stay there, and it's going to station direct. It's like it loves this degree. and it's going to stay there from October 14th until January 15th. 3 months. 4 months, 1 month, and 3 months. We've got 8 months of Neptune at this degree. And then Mars coming around there last June to touch it. And now comes in to square it. So it came around It was imbued, impregnated with a new dream, a new potential, a new imagination, and now it needs to break free from the past, let go of illusions, and go forward with and carry, okay, that dream into the future. So, Neptune and Pisces and even Mars has to do with, the mantra today is, this fear, dealing with fear. And we can have phobias. We can have paranoias. We can have neurosis and psychosis. We can have, Pisces is this whole collective unconscious of all this underlying deep, deep, deep stuff that just, comes up when we, want to break free, want to break out, want to individualize. There is this lamb also kind of, bah, bah, the big bad wolf is going to get me, you know? Mary had a little lamb. Oh my God. Little Red Riding Hood could be Mary, and the big bad wolf disguised as grandma. We just like, so this is a time where, yes, we need to start. We need to begin. We need to initiate. We need to go forward. Mars was on the North Node. All this Aries energy is to start, go, charge, individuate, and the Venus square Pluto happening is again, and Saturn up there in Aquarius, squaring Uranus. We've really got the old establishment, the old laws, the old rules, the old judgments, the old commandments, the old, blah, 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 mentality, wanting to limit, restrict, hold back, and we can be afraid of the consequences, afraid of the judgments, afraid of, losing or having them, take away our, our money or our freedom or our, abilities to, travel and move and create. And, so we've got censoring, and we've got travel restrictions, and we've got, mask wearing, and we've got, you better get vaccinated. We've got all this kind of demands, and, the external authority figures are just wanting to like, clamp down hard. And it's, we have to kind of like summon up. And how do we summon up this courage to act in the face of fear? Well, this is where, I want to read. It's, it's about holding on to the dream, and it is about going forward and understanding, a bigger, wider, broader picture. So again, there you go. There's my fave. Good old Dane. Again, you can get it on my resource page on my website. And this one is, under the watchful and kind eye of a Chinese servant, a girl fondles a little white lamb. This is where Mars and Neptune came into conjunction, and where Neptune will be, okay, really until January of 2022. Neptune is just flipping around with this energy. The keynote is a growth in consciousness, in its earliest tactile awareness of the wonders of unsophisticated living. Yeah? According to the occult tradition, the original Chinese race was an extension of the humanity, or root race, preceding ours. Thus, the stress upon the biological factors of family and ancestors, and also on the dualism of the yang and yin interplay. The Chinese servant represents the past as a servant of the new evolution. The white lamb suggests the sign of all beginnings. Aries. This new evolution is just about to begin during the late Piscean phase of the year cycle and the end of the Piscean age. It is as yet an ideal, a white loveliness. The girl discovers the new feeling of the touch of wool and of animal warmth. So, here we witness another kind of discovery, a sensuously emotional discovery, perhaps a presentiment of the mother feeling. There is charm and ingenuity in this scene, a vision of white hope, a hope for a future that can only be felt almost naively. This is also, to me, so referencing this Mercury coming around to conjunct with Chiron in Aries. Chiron, the wounded healer in Aries, is healing this wound of separation, of I don't deserve to exist. I don't deserve to get my desires, needs, wants fulfilled. I don't deserve to, really, this, I'm impotent. I'm unworthy. I'm not gonna make it. Kind of hopelessness, kind of despair, kind of I'll never be free. I'll never break free. I'll never be independent. And how is this wound healed? And all I can say is, that it is through sustained practice and effort. If at first you don't succeed, you try again. You bust up against the bars of your cage. You cut through the barbed wire that is holding you back. The humanity and evolution is about against. I'm going to start, I'm going to try, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it. And eventually, through this sustained effort, something works. Something happens. Change is, evolution, comes. So it is really about sustaining and maintaining this hope of oneness, of unity, this belief that we are more than just the physical bodies that we can see and touch, and that we imbue our bodies with our soul, spirit, intentions, and our nature, and that we are powerful beings coming from ancient roots with a long future ahead of us. And this is maybe a bump in the road. We've got so much behind us and so much energy that we are unstoppable, and we don't hit that wall of despair, of wanting to check out, of wanting to escape or give up or surrender or be a victim or blame everybody. I'm a martyr. It's like, no, I'm gonna go for it, and if it fails, I'm gonna forgive myself. I'm gonna maybe learn a lesson of maybe it was the wrong time, the wrong relationship, the wrong job. But there's this underlying sense that all of life is supporting my evolution. That may be innocent. That may be naive. That, all of life, seen and unseen, is behind me in this. This is where the strength comes from. To keep at it. And then when you keep at it, eventually you will have those breakthroughs. And people will honor you and respect you and give you more space and give you more freedom. I mean, you've earned it. You deserve it. You've charged for it. You've believed in yourself. You've loved yourself, and you've just like really boom, boom, boom. So it's just like, this is, this is what the mantra is really all about. It's about melting fear like snow in the sun. Ow! Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Fear is believing that I am alone, forgetting that all is one. But if I open and follow my heart, it melts like snow in the sun. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Fear, the roots of all fear is the fear of death. That fear of death is rooted in the ego, separate self that's here to maintain the physical body. And when you are afraid, if I'm afraid, it's like, okay, boy, that's ego. The ego is afraid. Am I limited? Am I just my ego? No, 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 no. If we want to get out of fear, if we want to, go above or beyond, our fears, we need to go above and beyond our separate ego self. And that's why, the spirit, the mystics and the saints and the yogis and everything, meditation, just the more you identify with your eternal soul self, the less fear you've got when it comes to risking, or losing. Oh my God, I could lose this, that, or the other thing. I could end up, alone or broke or, whatever, I mean, everything comes and everything goes. Oh, that's the song for this week. Live and let die. It just kind of came to me, 2 minutes ago. It's not something that I just think of Paul McCartney, and it's kind of a James Bond movie, I think, was where it came from, Live and let die. But anyway, yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to the lyrics myself. But the title is catchy. It's very Aries kind of energy. Let me close with the mantra one more time. Fear is believing that I am alone, forgetting that all is one. But if I open and follow my heart, it melts like snow in the sun. May your fear melt like snow in the sun, and may you have a blast with this new moon in Aries that's just wanting to break out, baby. Ah! Break out. Break free. There's another song in there somewhere. What is it? Anyway. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.